Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm an English language and communication coach for people who have English as a second language, and I love my work. And I have a little tip for you. What's the best, most effective, most enjoyable way of learning English? Okay, ready for it? What you do, you go to an English-speaking country. You find somebody who doesn't speak your native language. You create a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, and you live together for 1 or 2 years and enjoy yourself 100%. You go out together, you socialize together, you just do everything in a very connected, close feeling way. And I promise if you do this, at the end of 2 years, your English will be incredibly fluent, you'll be amazingly confident, and you will have enjoyed your learning, your acquisition of English enormously. Now that's not possible for most of us, is it? However, what's the alternative? Well, generally speaking, the alternative is to enroll in a course at a school, either online or in person, in a class, one-to-one, and go for 1 or 2 hours each week. Now, it's going to take you longer, but my question is, how much do you enjoy that experience? How safe do you feel? Because if you compare with going abroad with a partner, okay, you feel pretty safe in your connectedness. You feel pretty, you enjoy yourself a lot, and you can talk about anything you want. So how does that compare with a language school? Yeah, you can imagine. Now, I'd like to share with you, I was given a challenge about 8 years ago to create that context similar to the relatedness in the partnership, the context of feeling safe, the context of having lots of enjoyment, and the context of having the freedom to do and learn exactly what you wanted to learn. And I did this at a company called Pilgrims, based in the UK. I was the program orchestrator. Now, what we noticed, we needed to have people feel really safe, to really enjoy themselves, and to get the English they wanted. And the way we did it was really simple. We noticed that people didn't enjoy sitting in classrooms. It reminded them of when they were at school. So we stopped using classrooms. Instead, we used common social areas with coffee, tea, biscuits, sitting around small tables and working in groups like that. The second thing we did is we noticed that people were sort of a bit afraid about having to improve their English. So at the beginning, we focused on people enjoying the English they already had. Like really enjoying it and losing the fear of making mistakes, not knowing words and not understanding. We had processes and conversations with them so that they could really feel comfortable and enjoy what the English they already had. That was key. Then, once they'd been there a few days, we started setting objectives, agreed objectives, where they chose the content and the input that was important to them. And then we created learning specific to their specific objectives. And there was no pressure to achieve the objectives, but always to be in an inquiry, researching in order to get their results that they wanted. But also, keeping the enjoyment and the feeling safe when they didn't know, didn't understand, and made mistakes. That was an incredible experience, and we had massive success. And I'd like to share with you a couple of people from testimonials what they said about the training. This was from an HR manager in a pharmaceutical company. She said, in a traditional language school, the pedagogy is led by grammar, vocabulary, and it's boring. In Pilgrims, where I created this, the pedagogy is based on getting more confidence. I remember a phrase said by Kevin that summarizes my feeling. Your English is not your fault. We remove our inhibition. The trainees are at the heart of the approach, and the English language is just a communication tool. We are in real life with many different topics to discuss, and the content is built by the group of trainees with many approaches, many topics, many places to practice. The trainee is king or queen of the week. Just one more from a German gentleman who described his experience. It was just amazing. It's not like a traditional language school. It's learning English with friends. The focus is not to learn vocabulary and grammar all the time. The focus is to love your English like it is. Love your English like it is and be more confident in what you're doing. The transformation after 1 week is incredible. I still can't believe what happens with you in only 1 week. Thanks to the lovely team. So that's just a couple, but we created this feeling of relatedness, connectedness, like you would get in the best way of living with somebody abroad, okay, but in a kind of language coaching center. I'm completely committed to reignite, to start this opportunity again with immersion opportunities for you, for people in your company to come and lose the fear of mistakes, not understanding and not knowing words, and to really start to really love the English they have, to form a new foundation and a new possibility for the new language that they're going to get. So I'm happy to talk to anybody about this way of learning. So please get in touch at kevin.batchelor@hotmail.co.uk. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best in your language.